If you like death by rats, being cut by chainsaws, and exploding Christmas presents, let's talk about Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3, following on from part 1 and 2 of the same film series, brings the next level of violence and gore, which we'll all come to expect from this series of films. It does have another running character as well as Art the Clown, and that's with Sienna, who was one of the earlier victims and has gone on to survive. And in this third film, reminisces back to some of the issues that she had and a lot of the things that went on in the previous films. So this film is not quite as long as the second film. The second film being at 2.5 hours. This film runs at 2 hours 5 minutes, which for this genre of film is still quite long. But it does carry along at quite a pace, and there are a lot of violent scenes in this, even more so than other films, and more so than what you come to expect in a lot of horror films. Some of the scenes in this, the type of violence that was used and the amount of blood. There's been some artistic license there used with the amount of blood that's on the scene. In one scene, he does actually lie down and do not a snow angel, but a blood angel, which just shows how much blood there was in that scene all over the floor. So another difference as well with this film to some other horror films is, take for instance Michael Myers out of the Halloween films, seem to follow some type of moral code as to which victims he will or will not kill, whereas Art the Clown doesn't have anything. It doesn't matter what age you are, whether you've done anything bad or not in the past, he'll kill you, and he'll kill you in some very violent ways. As there's one scene in the shopping mall with an exploding Christmas present demonstrates. There are not many horror characters from modern films that will seem to become classics, but I think Art the Clown will become one of those characters just because of his sheer level of disgust, and also the fact that he also doesn't say anything in any of the films. He's very much a mime character. He does have another character who's accomplice with him as well in this third Terrifier film, who she also commits some kills, but she does speak. So the special effects that are used in this film look terrific. All of the murders look really realistic, and a lot of the props and special effects that have been used really set a high level for this film. So the level of gore that you can expect is really high. So if you're a bit squeamish, I wouldn't say that this film is particularly for you. So with this film coming out now just before Halloween time, it's a little bit unusual that it's set at Christmas. So this will actually also be a good Christmas film because there's a lot of Christmas music and a lot of Christmas scenes. And Art the Clown himself does actually dress up for most of the film as Santa Claus, which adds that extra level of horror to the film. Especially at the beginning, he does prey on a family. So as this series of films has progressed on, the budget has increased from film to film. So the first film was actually quite a low budget film, then increased to the second one, and then due to its popularity as we've got onto the third one, it's a much higher budget, and you can see that when you're watching the film. But with this film being not quite as long as the second one, it seems like there has been some tougher decisions maybe made with the editing, and have brought it down to what the film needs to contain and not had it running too long, which maybe the second one did. So overall, this film was actually quite a lot of fun. I enjoyed seeing it at the cinema on its opening night. I would rate this film for the type of film it is, being a horror film. There's a lot of action in it, a lot of kills, some unusual kills as well in this film. Um, some using there was one scene in particular using mice or rats that's actually put down somebody's throat. So eaten alive using what they used to use back in the olden times, which was actually a real punishment they used to use with rats eating people alive. So overall, I would give this film, personally, I'd give it around an 8 out of 10. So thanks very much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, Give me any comments down below of anything you'd like me to review in the future, and I'll see you in the next one.